Mixtape review. So we all know, Papoose dropped off Cigar Society sometime last week, and it came out of nowhere. But he did talked about it. If you follow him on Instagram or Twitter and shit like that, he talked about it. And it's just 9 joints, which I'm gonna call this motherfucker an EP. And so definitely, man, he got Loaded Lux, Cassidy, Prodigy, Raekwon. And the last track, Onyx featuring Papoose Cormega. It's a bonus joint, so really it's 8 tracks. You got Dada Stone, Manson, T-Mac, Kino, C Brown, Ty Digg, Reek the Don, and Splash Villain all on one joint. We don't play around. But anyway, the joint with Loaded Lux starting off likewise. You know what I mean? They definitely complement each other. It's definitely great to look at Loaded Lux fucking with artists from NYC. It was dope. Like, you know what I mean? Likewise featuring Loaded Lux. I definitely fuck with it. The production, Loaded Lux flow is straight. Let me see, what else I liked it about that song. The hook, the chorus, everything like that. I mean, the hook, whatever, is the chorus, you dig? But it definitely was a good track. Loaded Lux did his thing on it. I fuck with it. Number 2, John F. Kennedy featuring Cassidy. Cassidy, he have stepped it up over the course of the years, you know what I mean? He fell off, he came back, but this definitely, with the right song, the right hook, he definitely can showcase his skills. And I listened to this shit like, am I gonna like this nigga verse or not? But it stuck. I think he did a better delivery of understanding what the whole concept of the song was than Papoose. You dig what I'm saying? So I definitely like Cassidy verse. I can't believe I'm saying that, over Papoose. Not by much, but just if you listen to the bars that he picked and spit and the punchlines and everything. So it definitely, I was like, wow, okay. He impressed me, put it like that. Because I didn't want to go in there and think like, oh, Cass is ass, he whack now, I'm fuck with him. No, I give him a chance, you feel me? I'm not a hater, if something come out and it's dope, I give him his props. And Cass delivered on that verse. Papoose wasn't a slouch, he did his thing. John F. Kennedy, definitely a good track. Prisoner featuring Prodigy. Now, this kind of was like one of them songs where, was they in the studio for this or did they send back the verse? But Prodigy been on this shit, you know what I mean? He released 2 albums already this year, you know what I mean? I think they're working on some kind of Mobb Deep album where it's going to be unreleased tracks, so it's going to be like 2 joints on, 2 CDs as far as, the music go. But Prisoner definitely was a good record, Papoose, he just delivers, man. I can't even front, you know what I mean? I'm glad he came back off that Hoodie Season 2 with actual project with original material. And Prodigy just delivering verses. His flow is crazy on here. He stuck with that same street mentality that I grown to love, Prodigy. Because at first I wasn't the biggest fan of Prodigy, you know what I'm saying, or Mobb Deep, as a whole. They had their joints here and there, but Prodigy definitely been winning me over with his last couple projects, you know what I mean? So I definitely fuck with this record. It was a good one. True Believers featuring Raekwon. Definitely, notably a great song, you know what I mean? Raekwon has been putting in work. It's crazy that the reason that Wu-Tang album is holding up, it's basically hold up because this nigga basically holding it up. You dig? With the verses, he won't put his verses out there, no shit like that. He basically talking about the business aspect of it, and I feel him. But, Raekwon always delivers, though. Sidebar, though, if y'all watch the Breakfast Club interview, that nigga getting old as a motherfucker, though, bro. Like, real, right? He getting old as fuck. Man, that I was looking at that nigga like, damn, bro, you getting, I know as you get older, but it shows, though. It's like, shit, Hov don't even look like, he old. And this nigga pushing, 50? So I just had to say that. But Raekwon delivered those 2 on the track. I definitely want to see more of that, you know what I mean? True Believers, Papoose has another great song with a concept. I fuck with it, man. Stay, another great record. I have nothing bad to say about that. Mr. Pitiful, I like the way he went with that song, the concept, the beat, everything about that. You really got to pay attention to that song because when I first seen it, I was like, what is this shit about? But I listened to it. It gave me it's very, wisdom is something that you really got to look for, gems in music, and this definitely was one of them songs, you know what I mean? So I definitely understood it. I had to run it back to get it, but Mr. Pitiful is definitely a great song. We don't play around. It just looked like his whole crew or whoever these niggas is. It was alright. Bars, number 8. Definitely, you know what I'm saying, a great record. And Papoose always won with the bars. Nothing I can say about that. The beat, hook, everything like that. We straight, I fuck with that. The last track, The Tunnel, NY gave it up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't heard Vado speak on The Tunnel. Ebro had got into it with what's son name? Damn. Fuck, I can't think of his name. But he on Duck Down Records or some shit like that. Buckshot, you know, and they talked about the tunnel when bitches would go there. They stopped going because niggas was so aggressive and shit like that. But this definitely is a record for NYC, man. Y'all stand the fuck up. You know, Cormega did his thing, Papoose and Onyx, you know what I mean? I don't know if this shit is old or if it's a sample. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely a dope record, man. I get his joint, you know what I mean? Out of 10, you know, I get a 7, you know what I mean? I had no complaints. I fuck with all 9 records, you dig? Production, you know, I gotta get that shit a 10 out of 10. I was actually, you know what I mean, surprised at this and actually liked it. You know, I've never gave Papoose a rating like this, but he came, you know, and delivered. But the thing I would have did was not deliver 4 songs back to back to back with the features. I think he should have spaced them out a little bit. You know, he should have started with the Low Deluxe joint, and then I would have hit him with, you know, Bars, and then I would have hit him with, you know, Stay, and then, you know, throw the Cassidy joint. Then throw the group joint, We Don't Play Around, then a Prodigy joint, then a Raekwon joint, and then end it with, you know what I mean, the Tunnel, how he did it. But other than that, it was straight. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I'll holler at y'all, man. 1. Oh, yeah, man, look out for Fred the Godson mixtape drop tomorrow, bro.